Did you feel like the second half of last week was your best half here that you've put together, just kind of individually?
I think everything was clicking for sure. They and I feel like I say this every week, but it's a testament to the run game that we were able to establish in the first half. I don't know how many yards we put up in the first half rushing, but it was definitely over 100. And they had to start loading the box, and they gave us the one-on-one opportunities, and we were just able to execute. So I was really proud of our performance and how we were able to respond.
How did it feel on that last scoring drive? You guys haven't been in too many games where, hey, like one score here, could really put it away and go on a 5-minute, 70-yard scoring drive. Just like, how were you feeling in that moment?
That was great. That was something that I was personally preaching all week to our guys, was that more so than probably any game we've played this year, this is going to be a 4-quarter game. And our defense came up huge, getting 2 back-to-back stops right before that drive. And I think our guys showed a lot of discipline and a lot of we were just able to stay consistent, through the 4th quarter, where everybody's tired, everyone's beat up, and obviously they're hungry to get the ball back too. And that was one of our best drives of the year. We didn't shoot ourselves in the foot. We were able to get positives on first down and stay ahead of the chains. And then Jay Hudd came up huge with the catch in the end.
What's the key to making that game kind of a building block and taking that next step and not maybe having a drop off after a big, maybe emotional game like that?
Yeah, I think it's something Coach Lashley's preached to us all year, that it's just as hard, if not harder, to handle success there as it is failure. And we're on a bit of a hot streak right now, and we definitely can't drink the Kool-Aid. Can't think that we're better than we are, but at the same time, I think we have a right to feel confident. We have a right to show up on Saturday and feel like no matter who we're playing against, we're going to be the better team, because of the guys that we have, but also just because of how we've come together as a team. I think it's very clear to see on Saturdays that this is a different team than we were at the beginning of the year, and we're playing really, really great team football. There's not necessarily one guy on offense that's doing better or standing out over the rest. I think it really is 11 guys coming together and playing really good team offensive football. So we'll be very confident on Saturday, but at the same time, it's a really good Navy team that we're going to be playing. So they have all the respect they deserve.
Did you feel like getting that win up at Memphis has been the biggest win maybe since you've been here, or in the last 2 years under Coach Lashley?
And each week when you're in the season, you try to just stay as present as you possibly can and look at the individual game that we're playing. And I think, after the season's over, once we play Navy and hopefully after a conference championship, we'll be able to look back on a game like Memphis and think, yeah, that was really, really special. That was really cool that we were able to get that road win, go undefeated on the road for this year. So that was definitely a big win for us, but at the same time, we're just trying to stay as present as possible, focus on Navy, and just keep our head down.
What do you see out of Navy on defense when you look at the film?
Discipline. It's anytime you play a service academy, it's going to be a tough game. Those guys, not only do they have good athletes, but they play really good team football. They swarm. They swarm to the ball. They're very, very good at forcing turnovers. I think they're number 1 in forced fumbles in the country, so they have all of our respect for sure, and we know it's going to be a tough game every time you play those guys. So we're looking forward to playing them. They've got all our respect for sure.
Is there any more excitement behind this game? You mentioned going in with confidence and knowing, hey, if you get the job done here, that you're going to a conference championship game. With what all you guys have gone through this year, does it feel like there's a little more for this game?
Absolutely, yeah. I think each game, especially in a game like last week, you try to push everything external out and just focus on the game, especially like when the stakes are so high like last week. Some Coach Lashley mentioned to us that playing a game like Memphis, it's a big game, but it's a big game because we won the week before. And this game against Navy is a big game because we won the game before. And hopefully next week is going to be a big game because hopefully we're going to get a win this week. So I kind of forgot what the question was.
It was just, does it feel like there's more excitement behind it?
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, so, it's a big game because, because there are stakes involved. But at the same time, you know, we had a team meeting on Monday where all the seniors stood up, and I'm thinking like, man, I might not get to play with. I'm not going to get to play with these guys pretty soon, you know. So I think if anything, there's more fun and excitement around the fact that this brotherhood that we've created is kind of coming to a close. And you know, obviously with it being Thanksgiving week, there's a lot of gratitude going around. So I think we're grateful for the moment, grateful for the opportunity that we have on Saturday.
Speaking of guys you won't be able to play with much longer, Tyler Levine, what does he mean to this team?
Yeah, Tyler's the heart and soul of our team, really. He's somebody who really took me under his wing when I got here, and not only was just a good friend and a good leader, but taught me discipline, taught us work ethic, and you know, he's not afraid to speak his mind. He's really good at creating relationships with new guys who've come in, maintaining relationships with guys who have been here, and he really is he embodies the culture that we try to present for the past since I've been here, and I'm definitely gonna miss that dude.
You talked about the offense being in a different place now. How tough was it to know maybe what this offense could be, what it could do, but to still kind of have to go through maybe some of those growing pains early in the season and not be there yet in order to be there now?
Yeah, you know, like anything that's on the other side of something good, there's going to be work and there's going to be struggle that you have to get through. And you know, obviously there were games that we wish we could have back offensively, where we wish we could have been clicking a little bit more, but you know, those same tough times, growing pains have got us to where we are now. So you know, we started off, definitely lost 2 non-conference games that we could have won, but those at the same time, like, those were growing pains that I feel like we needed, that prepared us for this moment. And now I kind of feel like we've put on display of what we are capable of, and not that we've reached our ceiling, but we know that we can do something special for firing on all cylinders. So those growing pains were tough, but they prepared us for where we are now.
And last thing is, you've gotten to a little bit, but what are you thankful for this year? And what are you looking forward to eating tomorrow? What's your favorite Thanksgiving food?
Man, I'm really thankful for the guys that we've had this year. This has been one of the most special years of football in my life. Not just because we're 9-2, we've had a great year, but just the culture and the brotherhood that we've established is really, really cool. I think I've said this in the beginning of the year, but it's almost got like a bit of a high school football kind of feel, you know, where it's all you know, you're not just playing with really talented players, but you're playing with your buddies, you know. And so I'm grateful for those guys. I'm grateful for my family. My older brother, who coaches in Virginia, was here today. Got to see my niece last night, which is awesome. And then my favorite dish has got to be the sweet potato casserole. Yeah. Brown sugar on top, some pecans. Yeah,
Awesome.
Yeah, it's good. Marshmallows.
Yes, of course.
All right.
Thanks, man.